Chapter 8, Halloween in Little Rock. Election night in the armpit of the Ozarks. Strange rumble with Carville, white slavery on the Gold Coast, dead Cadillacs and dumb cocksuckers. It's all downhill from here.
Oh boy.
In an age that is utterly corrupt, the best policy is to do as others do. Marquis de Sade, 1788. Bill Clinton with the shave, Thompson for sheriff. Skull. Huge cranium.
Cranium.
The 1976 Fleetwood Dorado Cadillac convertible is a monument to some of the ugliest moments in American history. The cruel and terrible journeys by mule trains and wagons and drag sleds and wooden-wheeled stage coaches that hauled the Great Western movement for 2,000 miles from the Mississippi River to the Rockies and on to California, where money grew on trees and the streets of San Francisco were paved with gold bricks. Some people made it the easy way, taking 6 or 8 month journeys on wooden steam sailboats around the bottom of Argentina, between icebergs and sea monsters and shipwrecks in the frozen Strait of Magellan, where they had to stay well clear of any ice floe or island where they might be lured ashore by false land lights and then boarded at night by gangs of desperate malaria-crazed survivors of some previous disaster who had been stranded there for 9 months with no matches or water and only dead seal blubber to feed on while they waited with sharp sticks and bludgeons for the next ship to come through and maybe pick them up. And then up the other side, another 8,000 miles, past Chile and Lima in Mexico in a boat full of crazy people until they finally found the channel into San Francisco Bay, and then swarmed frantically ashore only to be set upon by cruel thugs and robbers who worked the waterfront in gangs that murdered the strong ones and sold the women and children into slavery on Chinese merchant junks, which carried them off another 6,000 miles to spend the rest of their lives in bamboo cages on the other side of the world. The hard way to go west in America was to do it by land and creep across the continent at 1 or 2 miles a day and know that at any moment you might be scalped for no reason or burned at the stake by Comanches or maybe chopped up and eaten by your own traveling companions if you got trapped in the snow on the lonely pass above Reno or forced to embrace cannibalism yourself. The 1976 Cadillac is a monument to all these agonies because it could take 2 people from St. Louis to San Francisco in total climate-controlled comfort in less than 48 hours with no problem worse than a few traffic tickets or getting raped in some motel parking lot. It is a land yacht, a luxury cabin on wheels with 500 cubic inch V8 engine and a vastly overrated front-wheel drive. It weighs about 3 tons fully loaded and will take you anywhere you want to go in fine style at 100 miles an hour. The Fleetwood Dorado is the final word in cruising.
Hell yeah.
That is why I decided to drive mine from Woody Creek, Colorado to Little Rock, Arkansas to be part of Bill Clinton's victory celebration on the eve of the recent general election. What the hell, it was only about 1,200 miles, downhill more or less, and the car was a subtle green gold color that was not likely to attract much attention on the cop-infested highways of Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. We could make the journey in relative peace and comfort without the ever-cheapening rigors of Airbus and airport travel. Clinton wins.